Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas. Tonight at DKR, Bevo and the Horns ready for another home opener. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fair catch called for and made. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Can't get him to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's Bean. Got out of trouble and throws. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air, it's Bean. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Nebraska! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for that trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
He's going to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. They want to run this quarterback. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Looks as if he's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Flex, flex, flex.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Green 25.
Takes the handoff and he's going right. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Bean. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Bean. Swings it out to the flat. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll leave it with him. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. On the move. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call it running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Easy.
Power football with the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Ready?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Keaton Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
A run for the quarterback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Firing to the right, complete. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Bean. Buys a little extra time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's back to throw on second down. Working that left side now. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Sits at 13 seconds to play in the first half. They'll have to be very efficient as they take over 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires it down the seam. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fair catch, called for and made. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the second half.
Texas.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling the coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Here's the handoff. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback keeps slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down.
2-9 Philly. Go, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Bean. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Number 85.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Lasso! Lasso! 691! Gas bar! Cut! Ready!
They're getting this guy lathered up. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run. You're showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt.
Here we go. Clear. Clear.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for fourth and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that fourth and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Got it.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On the set.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback checking off. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He fires a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On the move. Shakes off the tackle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's got him in the flat. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th and the state. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Husker! The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in. It's blocked, and now a field goal will give them the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Using his feet. Got the first down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
That quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback keeper. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the grab. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Bean. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Hit the gas. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Here's the snap, looking to throw. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Got his man quickly. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.